everybody, how's things in this strange lockdown world? Hope everybody's okay. I haven't been on recently because I've been on nights most of the time, so I've took loads of videos but I just haven't got around to editing them. This one was a couple of weeks ago, again going into Gibraltar, but a little bit different to the last time, a little bit more normal. If you like it, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything, but it just lets me know you're there. I know, I could also be talking to myself. Take care, stay safe, stay home. Good morning on a beautiful morning, and welcome to Heathrow. Today we're loading medical equipment from here at BA and here at Swissair, donated by the people of Hong Kong to Gibraltar to show solidarity and empathy. But apparently the equipment can be donated, but the pallets can't. So I've just handballed all these boxes on. I have a very important medical equipment sticker too. So, loaded, off the boat. France is a boring place at the best of times. At night, at lockdown, it's as dull as dishwater. France loves their paperwork, so we have this one and this one just to get through. Now, coming down to the border, it was very interesting because I really liked, this is the border between France and Spain, I really liked to see what was going on. As you can see, it's a big border, lots of space, and it was interesting. Spanish, the other side, have got Police Nacional that are in charge of the borders and everything. Got the Guardia Civil, they've got their little testing facility. Freight, as a rule, goes straight through, but there are random stops, and that's me being random stopped. But if you can see, every car goes through that little tent and is tested, and is turned round if they're tested positive. Control the borders. It's not difficult. Stop rubbish coming through. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox, but I do think control of the borders is more important than because of things like this, is more important than terrorism or anything daft like that. Okay, so now you're going to experience my best Spanish, by the way. I had only been up for 20 minutes, so bear with me. I was trying to think French, English, no, Spanish. I was trying to keep it cool, but it didn't quite happen that way. Buenos días. Okay. Buenos días. ¿Qué tal?
Buenas tardes. ¿Me dejan CMR, por favor?
Hasta las 2.
¿Medicamentos?
Para Gibraltar.
¿Gibraltar qué es lo que lleváis?
Sí.
¿Qué lleva? ¿Medicamentos, no?
Sí. Masks and gloves and coats and for the hospitals.
Passport, por favor.
It's okay. You want it open?
No.
Oh, okay.
Where did you come from?
From Caen, but I've parked 20 minutes from Bayonne. 20 minutos. Sí, aparca avión.
Ajá. Avión.
Para noches. Sí.
Ah,
Start 20 minutos.
have to have a rush.
Yes, yes. I go a la noche.
Okay. Better. There are not many tracks.
No. And this is special. So, thank you.
Thank you. Luego.
Okay, hasta luego.
You can go on.
Thank you.
Nothing is free.
Okay, so it wasn't perfect, but I'd only been up 20 minutes and I'm not a morning or just getting up sort of person. Give me a break. I do get by. Just give me a break. This is a beautiful area. It's Pays Basque, it's the Basque area, and then on to Navarra, and it is a beautiful place. Can't say more than that.
I got the matches, we gonna turn this town to ashes. Cause they ain't never seen nothing like us. I ain't heard loud till we turn it up. I got the wild, you got the crazy. You know that's why I love you, baby. Cause your motor runs just as fast as mine. Pedal to the metal, keep the throttle down all night. And we only get one life. Ain't scared to ride this train. Make a few marks, leave a few stains. Might slam just a little too hard. Might take it just a little too far. Might burn out like a firework, like a shooting star across the sky. Yeah, we may not be around in 20 years, but they're sure gonna know we were here. Yeah, they're sure gonna know we were here. People talk, girl, you know damn well, but when they got a good tale to tell, let's give them something they ain't never seen. A little rated R redneck dream. Let's blaze a trail through the dirty South, and give them something they can talk about. A little story that they won't forget long after we ride off into the sunset, baby. Cause we ain't dead yet, baby. Ain't scared to ride this train. Make a few marks, leave a few stains. Might slam just a little too hard. Might take it just a little too far. Might burn out like a firework, like a shooting star across the sky. And we may not be around in 20 years, but they're sure gonna know we were here. We only get one chance around this runaway roller coaster train, and it ain't slowing down. So baby, they're gonna remember our name. Ain't scared to ride this train. Make a few marks, leave a few stains. Might slam just a little too hard. Might take it just a little too far. Might burn out like a firework, like a shooting star across the sky. Yeah, we may not be around in 20 years. No, we may not be around in 20 years, but they're sure gonna know we were here. Yeah, they're sure gonna know we were here.
So I have to say, we're 2008 Euro 4. But you couldn't ask more from the big fella pulling us up that mountain.
Sometimes these wings get a little heavy. I can't stay between the lines, but I'm rocking steady. When I can't fly, I start to fall. But I've got wheels, I'm rolling on. I can't count time, and I can't count money, but I've been counting every mile for a month.
So that's us along, going through the Gibraltarian border again, under the airport. Didn't bother showing you. If you want to look at what you had to do to get here, then you can look at the previous one. Basically everything was the same, but no VIP treatment this time. So road is just road. It's going to a freight forwarder through to the other side of the rock, but the easy way. Yep, you carry on, I'll avoid you. They're everywhere. That's where the car entrance is, if you missed it last time. Just straight out. So, we go to, I didn't quite point this out on the last one, as one of my friends told me, we have to go over the runway to get into Gib. At the moment the planes are at standstill, nothing's flying in or out. I think things, maybe one or two flying out of Malaga, but there's nothing in Gibraltar at the moment, which is why I've had to bring this down on wheels, as they call it, because they can get it from Hong Kong to the UK, but they can't get it to the UK into Gib via plane. So again, you see the importance of having lorries. That's what we do, we fill in the gaps. Not a very big place. This is the roundabout we went left when we went with the police, around the other side. This one was just a normal one, we're just going straight on. Horrible small place. Can't go straight on there, weight limit. You've got to go round to the right, and basically it works. Everything is written in English, it works all the same, but you're on the wrong side of the road. Now I have to say, a lot of people don't like Gibraltar because it's so small, basically, but it's small but perfectly formed, and you follow the route and you will get to the industry. There's only one industrial area, we've got to get there. So yeah, it's small, you watch what's going on. There are in the lockdown times it's not too bad, but usually there are a million little scooters, moped, those sort of things everywhere, but lockdown time it's a bit quieter. This is the only route to the industrial estate because there is only one industrial estate, New Harbours. So you kind of follow it through, follow the road, follow your nose, it will take you there. It's not the biggest road, but it's not the worst that I've been on. And so the New Harbours is a very, very tiny place, but you'll get there. What can I say? There are worse places in the UK. And this is the worst bit about New Harbours, for space. There is none. There is no space. And so you take it steady, you try and keep an eye out for everything once you get there, going through. And you can see by the pictures there is no space. So you just kind of go gently, go steady, and take everybody as being in the same hurry that you are. A little bit of a jump because I had to go underneath and turn and get into underneath the tunnel to the client. He's a freight forwarder, does Argos and things, mail order into the Gibraltar. So basically I have to wait for his men to handball it onto their little vans, run that round, come back, fill the van up again, run that round. So it's a bit of a boring, long job, but we get there. All tipped, all organised, and on our way out. This is the Gibraltar and Spanish border, opposite way around. But you have to come out of Gibraltar empty unless you have a million pieces of paper that we had last time. It's a nightmare. So you follow the queue, and once you get round, the Guardia Civil check that your trailer is empty. I know the cigarettes and everything like that, but you know what? The Guardia will stop you because they can. They don't like the UK being in charge of Gibraltar at the end of the day, but at the same time they will not give Ceuta back to the Moroccans. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But this is why they are so difficult on this border. Bear with it. You get through this bit. He tells you to move on. The other guy checks everything, and then we can go. So this guy here, you can see in his little hut. We pull just past him. Open the doors, show them we're empty, and he'll let us go. Bit of a rigmarole, but that's what they like. Don't argue with them, because they will keep you sitting there all day. So, they check this, all done, all clear, and out. That's the best way. Bit of a nightmare, but we got to the loading point, which is sweet potatoes in these strange boxes, and drive up the ramp, and I load it off the headboard, which means I put less weight on the unit, more on the trailer, and this is how it's done, because I've only got 2 axle units, so I need to keep the weight. The trailer needs to carry the weight, not the unit, and so this is how it's done. Nice guy, only young, But nice guy. He was on the ball. He knew exactly what he was doing. That's what you want from a loader. As you can see, I've loaded it off the headboard. I've put horizontal bars and lateral bars. I've kept it back. Never the best way in or out to these places. Sometimes you just think, am I on the wrong road? Oh no, this is the way I came in. It's not the best, but it's just really, that's how the job pans out. And this is what we do. Never the best of roads, but we get your fruit, vegetables, sweet potatoes to you. So, you know, we're not amateurs. We get it there. That's what we do. The Spanish want to export. We need to import. Brexit is not going to have an effect on this. It's only going to secure our borders, give us more control, but it's not going to stop this, because otherwise these rural farmers will never make any money. So we made it to the ferry and we're confronted with this. We have to stay in our rooms, we still have to pay for Wi-Fi, and yet we have to put all our bedding, towels and everything into the plastic sack. I know this is helping and being good, but a bit much. Good for you though. Hey, I hope you liked this video. Please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It won't cost you anything. It just helps me know that you're there. Stay home, stay safe. We will keep you supplied.